Welcome in folks, Tic Tactical here, and I thought I'd give you a proper run through of my streaming setup. This has been my streaming setup for the last 4 months, and I also want to do a live stream point of view of what it looks like as a streamer in 2025 with all the gear. And I want to talk through all the gear and show you what it all does and how I run my stream on my PC. So there's going to be a lot to talk about, but I'm going to get stuck in straight away with talking through the thing that powers everything. But let's talk about the computer. Now, what is powering all this stuff? And I want to first of all apologise for the tardiness of the wire, the cable management. It's shocking. But here we go. Here's the computer. This is the main rig. So this is an RX 7900 XTX AMD GPU. And then we've got a liquid cooler, got a Ryzen 9, I think it's a 3950X 3D, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So much to remember here, folks. DDR5 RAM. Liquid cooler, which is the H150i by Corsair, and it's got a lovely little screen on it, which I never use. Kind of pointless, really. Over on this side, in this big pile of wires, we have a Raspberry Pi microcomputer, which again I don't really do much with, but I will be in the future. Got a cloud lifter down there, which then powers my microphone, which is the Shure SM7B, which is basically, it's a preamp that gives you some extra boost, extra gain, and then that goes into a Wave XLR. Got the Wacom Bamboo graphics tablet, which I use for thumbnails and stuff in Photoshop, and also my day job. I'm a designer, so I use that quite a lot. 3 Stream Decks, overkill, absolutely overkill. Corsair keyboard with G keys, which essentially is Stream Deck keys as well, but again we'll get into that. Camera on the right hand side, this is a Razer Cryo Pro, which I'm not a massive fan of, but it does the job, with another touchscreen here with all my chat on, basically, so I can read my chat while I'm streaming. And I'm looking at the camera, which is probably one of the most important parts, feeling like your audience, you're talking to your audience instead of being off to the side, so I found that a really nice setup there. And then over here, we have a massive 50-inch TV, and this is a Ultra HD OLED Samsung monster, and this is playing a video from a channel called Aqualio, which I would highly recommend, and it's just playing a fish tank, and it's like 4 hours long, and the amount of people I confuse with this, honestly, it's kind of funny. So we've got that on the wall there. It's sunken into the wall, so I've done a bit of a, there's like a, it goes back about that far, so it's sunken, it's flush with the wall. And then we have another touchscreen TV up here, which essentially is my counter. This shows all my social counters, the time, how many subs I've got, how many followers I've got on Twitch, that sort of stuff. Let me just go over and refresh that. There we go, so I'll show you now. It was just running then. So we've got Twitch counters on there, so how many followers I've got on Twitch, YouTube subs, the time, because I used to get asked a lot what time it is in the UK, how many diamonds I've got, how many great ones. These are all part of my game, super rares, and then it just keeps ticking over and over again. I'll be adding more stuff to that as well at some point. So that's pretty much that setup. And then talking about the stream, now you can probably see me on the screen now. So this is a 49-inch Samsung Odyssey G9, and it is huge. But as you can see, the game isn't full screen. It is set to the side, and the way I've done that is picture-in-picture mode, which essentially gives you 2 monitors for the price of 1 monitor. It's kind of confusing, but it works so well. I cannot even stress how good this is. So I have my game on this side of the monitor, and I just tab out of that, and I've got my OBS over here, which essentially powers everything. So we have our YouTube Shorts and TikTok stream, which is vertical, obviously. And then we've got a desktop stream, which is Twitch, and then a virtual camera for this screen going over to TikTok Live Studio to get everything all set up for TikTok. I don't do much with TikTok. I've only done a few streams on TikTok, so I'm trying to get better at doing stuff with that. And then we've got our Wavelink here, which is the microphone, which powers the microphone. This is the, basically it sets all the volume for each different channel and pumps that into OBS as one big audio track. So I can set all this stuff up here to have different you know, different levels and stuff so it comes on stream. It sounds crispy. But I've also got free Stream Decks, and now I want to talk about what these Stream Decks actually do. So I have one that controls my stream. So let me just give you a bit of an example. So I've got one that sets the scenes. So if I want to end my stream, just click end stream, and as you can see there, it'll end the stream. I've got start stream. I have video that plays my starting intro. There we go. And then also I have stuff like I can turn the flashing on, so I can turn my lights. They're all programmed to turn on when I press that. And we can go back, turn that on again, turn it off. We can go back to our live scene, which looks a little bit like this. Hello, I'm over there in the camera, and we can add little silly things on stream, like if I've done something stupid, people can redeem this on Twitch. It's like a silly thing, hand gesture that comes out. So that's really good. I've got mod stuff in here, so for Discord, if someone's in chat and they're being annoying, I can just go, right, on Twitch I need a mod, and that will send a message to my mods channel on Discord, which then one of the mods will hopefully see that there's an idiot, and they'll ban them, which works really well. So that is the management for the stream. We can update everything in OBS, and now this all uses Streamer.bot. Everything uses Streamer.bot basically, guys. I've got my Streamer.bot chat on the left hand side. All my actions in here are all Streamer.bot actions that I've set up. There is hundreds, and I mean hundreds of actions. There are hundreds of commands in here. There's just loads and loads of stuff going on, and it all powers the stream on this hand side. So in terms of setting this up, this is all Atrium multi-stream. So if I want to go live on a particular channel, so built-in stream is Twitch, and then I can go YouTube desktop, YouTube vertical, and that's pretty much it in terms of stream stuff. In terms of this space then, this space was an old coal chute. It used to be an old coal chute. It's a Victorian house that I live, an Edwardian house that I live in, so it's over 100 years old. Now this room used to be a coal chute, so they used to, this bit here, this window that I've put in, they used to put coal down there, and it used to just fill this room up with coal, and that's how it used to be used. I've cladded it out, I've built 2 walls, put a ceiling on it, and padded it out with some nice soundproofing on the ceiling. I've got an extractor fan up here, which I can turn on, and essentially just sucks that air out. In terms of ventilation then, so that is sucking air out, so hot air rises, so it comes from the top. Just behind my monitor, you can see there's an inlet there that brings air into the cellar, and it also sort of goes under the desk and cools down the computer, so it works really well. On the other side then, we've got the most important part of the room, my whiskey collection. So Glenmorangie, Loch Lomond, and then another whiskey. I can't remember the name of this, but we got it from our last trip to Scotland. We try and go to Scotland maybe like 2 or 3 times a year. Absolutely love Scotland. View, that is pretty much this space. And as you can see, it works really, really well. So what I'm going to do, it's a bit unusual, is I'm going to do a point of view, or I'm going to try and do a point of view of a stream, so that you guys can see all the buttons and stuff that I have to press when I'm streaming, how I interact with people, hopefully give you a little bit of insight as to what it looks like behind the camera as well. And yeah, we're just going to get stuck into it, so I hope you enjoy it. So first things first then, I need to set up my thumbnail for my going live on YouTube, so I need to make sure that that's all set up and nice. Okay, so here is our stream dashboard then for this new stream that we're about to be doing. So before you do a stream, what you have to do is update this to let people know what's going on. That is all set up. I'm going to copy this over, change our Twitch. So we have our Twitch dashboard here, which gives me my updates from people talking. We've also got the live streaming stuff on here, so we can see analytics as well once that goes live. That's all set up. Okay, so we are pretty much ready. Headphones, we're going to get the headphones on. DT990 Pros, these are amazing headphones. Alrighty then. So now that that's on, there we go. So we're perfectly set up now to start our stream. I'm going to mute my mic. We're going to go over to our starting stream. Just make sure that's working. There we go. So we're on our starting stream now. Screen now, sorry. Right, all ready to go. All I need to do is set up and go live. So we're going to go Twitch first, so we're live now on Twitch, and then we're going live now on YouTube Vertical. Then I'm going to start my virtual camera. We're going to open up TikTok, and we're going to go live on TikTok as well. Here we go, go live. So all our streams are live now. We've got the countdown coming on. We're going to make sure that we share our stream as well. And then there we go, all good, all set up and ready to roll. So we're going to go over to Twitch so we can monitor that. YouTube, we need the chat. Our chat is over here. What I'm going to do is move it onto this screen on TikTok, and we've got our chat coming in also on Twitch and YouTube. We are all good and ready to go. So now the video stopped, so I'm going to start the stream, folks. Welcome in, folks. How are we all doing? Cool, welcome in. How you doing over on the TikTok? Dunnels, let's flip it go, mate. Let's flip it go. We got the great one, Mule. Number 2, and look at this thing. Absolute beauty. It's huge. Dewey, yes. How you doing, mate? Welcome in. Hey, listen, this thing is absolutely stunning. Compared to the first G1 we got for the mule deer, this one absolutely slaps, folks. We're so happy. Anyway, how's everyone's Sunday doing? How you all doing? It's one of the best combinations. I think it's the drizzle one, and then we got the old sack rack. Brittany, welcome in. It's a dripple drizzle. It is. Yo, it's about to hop on. Jimmy, welcome in. How you doing, mate? Heart shot to the max. Yes, Cole. Adrian Buggy, how you doing? Welcome in. We've got the mule deer. Yes, Cole. We're going to try and stack all 5 great ones. We're going to try and stack them all. So the next one that we're going to do is the whitetail deer, because I know it's going to be the longest one. Thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are going to try and stack every single one, and the next one we're going to do is going to be the whitetail. And I've already set up for it, but I just wanted to start off with this beautiful guy. I've got loads of footage of this guy. I've got loads of videos of it. When you think you're going to finish it, I don't know. Honestly, it's going to take ages. Frog, welcome in. We're going to try and stack all 5 great ones on ASCII Ridge. Wasn't me. I don't know how much. I always had a heart attack. Whitetail is the hardest. So the first whitetail great one we got, it took me like 1,600 kills or something stupid, and it was a long grind. But on ASCII Ridge, the zones are so much better, folks. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave this beautiful great one to do its thing, and we are going to get started on our whitetail grind. I'm halfway set up on it. I've got all the zones, but I'm going to have to do some setup over here today. 1,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you so much, guys. It's crazy. Chungus, we've got the great one, mate. We've not shot it yet. Jolly Rancher, thank you for the roses, mate. What a legend. Appreciate you. Here we go. This guy got absolutely smoked. What was it? Silver. Okay, we're going to add that on. We're going to get Dave to track this other one. Here we go. And another one. Right, next spot. I cannot believe, honestly, I cannot believe we're doing the whitetail grind again. This is mad. Chungus, I'm not telling you, I'm recording this stream POV, mate. I've got my action camera on. You guys are all, the POV of me streaming is on this. We're doing a video. So you are both on the chat and also in the video. Don't know if I can see him because it might be out of render. Oh no, we did have one. Nice. That's why he's the GOAT. Oh my god, what a shot. Oh. You get to be in a vid, Jacob. Yes, mate. You're all on vid. You're all on a video. Yeah, go follow. If you go subscribe on YouTube, you're all going to be part of this video. Jake, how you doing? Yes, I'm fantastic. How are you? Eamon, welcome in. On the Twitch, nevertheless. Defy, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's go. So it's hard because some of the zones are covered in trees. Yeah, there's not that many. Sparky coming in with a subscribe. 15 months.
Sparky Sorcerx just resubscribed
What a legend.
for 15
Thank
months.
you.
Sparky Sorcerx has been subscribed for 0 months. You get less time for murder these days.
15 months, mate. You are just goated. I'm going to go back and clip. Oh, I can't clip that. If anyone's in Twitch and can clip that for me, that would be absolutely lovely. We all hit the iron sight shot. Ooh, 249. Chungus has just started a hype train, folks. The one and only
Chungus
train
Hammond
conductor.
Has just cheered 300 bits. Don't send him anymore.
What a
it will
legend.
go to his already inflated head.
It's not inflated, it's just big. Alright? It's just big. Thank you so much, Chungus, for the redeems. Where are you from? From England. I'm from England. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July, by the way, the other day. Yes, with a gifted subscription, Chungus, mate. What a legend.
Chungus Hammond has just gifted 1 month subscription.
Thank you so much, Chungus.
This legend has gifted 0 subs.
He's
I'm
gifted
no expert,
loads.
but that was probably a waste of money. You should invest in meme coin instead.
Yeah, this. Thank you so much, mate, Chungus. You're an absolute legend. You're a star. Star. So, there we go. People can control me on my stream as well through Twitch. So thanks, Chungus, for highlighting that. Honestly. Yeah, super good. So we
flashbang.
absolutely blinded. Who threw that flashbang? Smokey. I see you. I sees you. Right, let's pick this up. Right, folks, I hate to say it, but I've run out of tea, so I need to take a break and get some tea before we carry on this grind. So I'm going to set us to auto walk. Change my commands here. And then if you're on Twitch and if you're on YouTube, Aiden, I have 2. Yes. If you're on Twitch and you're on YouTube, you can control my character while I go and make myself a cup of tea. So enjoy. TikTok, I'll be back. Just bear with me a sec. So I've just set myself to quick break, which puts on, let's take this headphones off, which puts on this command wheel here, which viewers can control my character. So if they do spot, as you can see on there, it'll react on the stream, and it will react to, you know, they can move my character and all that sort of stuff while I go and get a cup of tea. So let's go get a cup of tea. So it's important to take breaks when you're streaming, or at least I find it's very important to take breaks. So the benefit of setting up that mini game where people can control me while I'm off stream is they can still interact with the stream without feeling like they're just staring at a blank be right back screen or whatever. But it's also good for me, it means I can get a cup of tea and just recharge. And also cup of tea, do you know what I mean? Absolutely love a cup of tea. You're not properly British. Oh, you're not properly British if you don't love a cup of tea. We can go to the moon, but we can't invent fast kettles. And I've not rinsed this one out. So I've still got some of the old milk and tea from the last cup of tea. But they used to do that in China. They used to not wash out their teapot because it kept the flavour in the pot. So when you get these really old, these like ancient teapots that just tasted amazing because they left the tea bags in. Imagine that. Okay, so it is time to resume the stream, folks. Got me a nice cup of tea set up. You see, people are already controlling my character. So let's wait and see what it looks like when it moves without me touching anything. Here we go. So I've got stuck behind a tree. So let's see if somebody is going to try and unstick us. There we go. So someone's just gone left to turn me left. Perfect. Right, let's get back to streaming then. So we're going to go back, turn the brake off. There we go, people can't touch me now. Welcome back, folks. How are we all doing? What have I missed? Thank you for controlling me. Who's put my torch on?
Thank you for all the biddies, Chungus, and for the gifteds. If you are on TikTok or Twitch, go over to YouTube and sub on YouTube. Got loads of videos on there about Call of the Wild, and we're doing loads of and this stream is going to be turned into a video, by the way. I'm doing a POV, so I've got a camera on of what it's like to actually be streaming. So make sure you go and like on YouTube. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will catch you all in a bit. Peace.
So there we go. Ending stream off, microphone off. Move the mic out of the way. Everyone's saying goodbye on chat, which is lovely. And we did a cool stream. Managed to show off the new Great One, which is fantastic. And then all that's left to do now is just shut down these lives. So stop streaming, stop virtual camera, turn that off, close OBS, go to TikTok, end the live. And there we go. And that's it. So yeah, that's it. Stream's finished. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you've got to learn a little bit something about how I set up and how I stream, and hopefully it was a bit interesting to see a POV of someone actually streaming on YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff, and all that you need to do and press. And if you did enjoy this video, please drop it a like and subscribe. And also, if you do like to watch streams, feel free to join one of my streams and let me know you came from this video. That'd be really interesting and cool. And I'll catch you shortly. Thank you very much. Peace.